What's up? So welcome back. I know this is my second video, but welcome back. Today I'm gonna give y'all a little story time, a little one time, whatever. This story might be all over the place because it's a long time period in which this story took place. Yeah, that's what I want to say. So we're gonna start from the beginning. So just get into it.
Yeah, I can make you fall in love with this. Ooh, you wouldn't know what to do. You look at me.
So this story starts in second grade. Yep, second grade. Starts all the way back in second grade. Little old Yanni went to a new school or whatever. Didn't have no friends because I don't like people. Don't talk to nobody. So I met this girl. Her name is Sanaya. I met this girl. You know, she wanted to be my friend. We was playing, doing what we do, little kid stuff. And I just became part of her friend group. It was her and another girl. And I just became the third girl in the group or whatever. And Sanaya, aka my best friend now, she and the other girl were best friends at the time. But let's be serious, they was two completely different people. Like, anybody could see that. But we gonna give the girl, her nickname gonna be Lily. That's her nickname. So best friend and Lily, they was besties or whatever. And then I came, and then me and best friend got closer, and Lily kind of started drifting away in a sense. So all that happened, and then third grade came around. Me and best friend was real tight by then. Like, we was real tight, like starting to go to each other's house tight. And one morning, Lily had an attitude. So me being the good friend that I am, I was like, well, what's up? Like, what's wrong? And she was just like, oh, nothing. But I'm gonna keep pushing it, because what's wrong with you? Like, my friends ain't finna sit up and be upset. That's not what we do. We don't sit up and be upset all day. And then she just broke down and started yelling at me, talking about some, you stole my best friend, blah, 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 like little kid stuff, like stuff nobody would sit up and fight about now. And I was just sitting there like, stole your best friend? What? But me being the little sensitive person that I am, I started crying because I felt bad. Like, I didn't want to come in and ruin your little friendship or whatever. So I was just like, I didn't steal her, and if you wanted to be her best friend, just say that. And like, we was close, me and best friend was close, but we wasn't giving that best friend title yet. We wasn't calling each other best friends yet. Or at least I wasn't calling her best friend yet. I don't know if she was calling me best friend. But I was like, she's still your best friend. We're just closer now or whatever. And then she started like, I want to say like hating me, but she started acting weird towards me, and I peeped it, so I fell back. And she like ever since then, it was just like she was fighting for a spot that didn't need to be fought for. Like, either you gonna have it or I'm gonna have it, and if I don't get it, then you get it, and that's just what it's gonna be. So I'm just like, okay. Fourth grade came around, and by then, Lily was out the picture. She was out the picture because she wasn't in our class. So then me and best friend met another girl. We can call her Julie. That's my baby. We don't talk no more, but I love that little girl. We can call her Julie. So it was me, best friend, and Julie for a long time, a long time. And you know, people came and go in our friendship or whatever. And then best friend left back to Nebraska, where she's from, and she didn't come back until like a month later when school started again the next year, which was 5th grade. So by then, me and best friend, like, we would talk, but you know, I didn't have a phone. And she did, but I didn't have a phone. So it's like we didn't like text or nothing, blah, blah, blah. So we would talk or whatever, and she was supposed to be in my class, but them little weirdo teachers separated us or whatever and called me a bad influence, whatever. But yeah, so Then best friend and Lily got put in the same class. So best friend and Lily got put in the same class, and then they got super close, like super tight. Cause me and best friend, we didn't talk no more, cause we didn't see each other half the time. So, and we didn't see each other half the time. She had her little friends, I had my little friends in our classes, whatever. And so Lily and best friend got real close, talking about, real close. So they was like besties again, and you know, I was mad because by this time, like, that was my homie, like, that's my sister. Like, you can't take my sister from me. I don't care what you're talking about. Like, no, best friend will forever be my best friend, and anybody who has a problem with it can fight me. But yeah, so all that happened. 5th grade went by. Me and best friend got a little bit closer again at the end, because you know, at my school we had this thing called like student of the month. And every month there'll be a student of the month for each class. And one month we got it together. Same month we both got student of the month. And then they had these little pizza parties. So we had the little pizza party. We got real close, whatever. Then we started hanging out again. I started going back over to her house, whatnot. 6th grade came along. We weren't in the same class no more, but we all had the same friend group. So our 3rd friend came into the picture by then. So our 3rd friend, Essence. So it's me, best friend, and Essence to the day we die, period. Because them is my homies. They're the only ones who stuck with me throughout all of middle school. But so me and Essence had a little group of friends in our class, and then they was mutual friends with best friend's friends in her class. So we was all just one big old group, like a big old group. I'm talking like 10, 12 people type big old group. So it's just a big old group. And whole time, half the group didn't like me. Sure didn't. They did not like me at all. But it's okay, because I don't care. But yeah, so they didn't like me. And then another girl came into the picture. We gonna call her KK. We gonna call her KK. So KK and best friend and Lily, they was all super close. And then KK started getting real close with my best friend, and I don't like that. But yeah, I liked KK. She was cool. She was funny. Like, she was real funny. And we all was just a big old happy friend group or whatever. And then, you know, 7th grade came along, and child, I don't know what happened, but we was all like this. By that summertime, after 7th grade, before 8th grade, none of that. Females started trying to be funny with me over stupid stuff like how y'all gonna get mad at me for letting my friend date my ex? Because I don't care. I don't care nothing about that boy. That wasn't my first love. None of that. We didn't have nothing for real. That was little kid stuff. Like, that's a 6th grade relationship. Don't nobody care about that. So, you know, KK and best friend, they wasn't real close no more by the end of 7th grade or whatever. No, yes they was. They was still close. They was real close. And when I was hanging out with my best friend and our other friends, I kind of felt like a third wheel, because everybody just draws to her more than me. Perfectly fine, but they just draw to her more than me. So it was like everybody wanted to be around best friend, but nobody ever wanted to be around me. You know, that's how I felt. But it wasn't even like that for real. They loved me, but like at the same time they loved her more. They'd rather be around her. Like, she's just a likable person, because people don't like me. Do you see me? Do you see me? I just, no. I'm cool off with all of that. So, basically, what had happened was me, best friend, and Essence got into it with Lily, KK, and their other friend. We're gonna call her Kaka. So Lily, KK, and Kaka got into it with me, Essence, and best friend, because our other friend, Gigi, she probably don't know who I'm talking about too. Gigi, she liked a boy that I used to date, whatever you want to call it. She liked the boy I used to date or whatever. And by that time, I wasn't at that school no more. So, you know how it be when you leave, females always got diarrhea of the mouth. So yeah, but she talked to me about it. She was like, yeah, I like him. I want to date him, blah, blah, blah. Cool, go ahead, baby, because at the end of the day, I can have any boy that I want. At the end of the day, like, let's be serious. I can have any boy that I want, and so I'm not tripping off my exes. If you want to date that boy, go ahead. Go ahead, have fun, baby. Do what you want to do. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me anyways. So, yeah, she told me all of that or whatever. And then, you know, the three musketeers, KK and Lily and Kaka, they the three musketeers for the rest of the story. They felt the need to come at Gigi sideways. And mind you, Gigi was my sis. Like, no, you don't come at her sideways. So they felt the need to come at her sideways, calling her all this and that, calling her fake, and every name in the book for dating my ex or whatever. And I told them, I was like, if you have a problem with my sister, come to me. If you have a problem with my sister about my ex, come to me. If you have something to say about me, come to me. They was calling me all types of weird and this, that, and the third for letting her date him, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. And I'm a stick on it. All that girl code stuff, it only applies to certain people. Like this one I'm with now, yeah, he off limits. I don't care. He off limits. But yes, I was talking my stuff because you're not gonna sit up and try to punk me over something that ain't got nothing to do with you at all. And I told Shawty drop the addy. She wasn't trying to drop the addy. She was sitting there telling me, I'm not gonna fight you. Cool. Cool, do what you do. But at the end of the day, baby, don't come for me. Cause I didn't send for you. And that's just how it's gonna be. Like, that don't make sense. So I'm just like, all right, cool. And then, you know what them girls gonna do? They gonna tell the teacher that I'm cyberbullying them. And the teacher's like, if she keeps texting you, let me know so I can call the police because that's against the law. Girl, don't nobody have time to sit up and cyberbully. Like, shawty, we arguing, you responding, it's an argument. Cyberbullying would be if I was sitting there trying to come for you or sitting there calling you all types of this, that's, and the thirds, telling you to kill yourself. That's cyberbullying. Because if we was on school grounds, arguing is not bullying at all. You're just mad because you knew I was serious and that you knew I was really finna drop that addy. So, make it make sense. Like, no. But at the end of the day, moral of the story, I took her best friend. That's messed up. No. No, I didn't take her best friend. Me and my best friend are just more similar and more compatible than Lily and my best friend. There was a cute little friend group or whatever, you know, going to the fair together, doing what they do, being friends. Like, some people ain't meant to be best friends. I don't know why everybody be trying to force that. Yeah, that might have been your real close friend since kindergarten, but at the end of the day, it was bound to break. If it wasn't gonna be me, it would have been somebody else. It was bound to break because my best friend is nowhere near that girl. And I know that for a fact because she brought me out my shell. How you bring me out my shell? When the person that was your best friend was in a shell. She was some super shy little girl. Like, she was really shy. She was cool people for a little bit, but as soon as I left that school, everybody just started having something to say about me. Like, do I bother you, baby? Like, did I get under your skin or something? Like, like, why did you feel the need to start talking about me? Like, that don't make sense. But yeah, so we went from a big old friend group to 3 people. 3 people. And that's just how it's gonna be. Because at the end of the day, my 3 out of 3, we stronger than that whole friend group combined. Like, let's be serious. We've been friends. Me and my best friend been friends since 2nd grade. Me, my best friend, and Essence all been friends since 5th grade. We're all gonna be seniors in high school. And none of us live by each other. My best friend lives in a whole nother state, and we're still closer than any of them other friendships from that school. Cause, like, let's be serious. all that was a whole bunch of dating each other's boyfriends. That's all that was. They was just end up dating each other's boyfriends and claiming each other as cousins. That's what they do. That's what they do. But thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your people. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Yeah. I can make you fall in love with this. Ooh, you wouldn't know what to do. You look at me like